We'll return to events in federal parliament today, and as we mentioned, the legislation to revive the building industry watchdog is set to dominate early proceedings.
Helen Brown explains the background to that new bill.
The federal government is calling it a priority and is reintroducing legislation to revive the Australian Building and Construction Commission.
As far as this government is concerned, we have already made the case for the re-establishment of a specialist building regulator. The findings of the Hayden Royal Commission have endorsed the government's position.
That report called for a standalone industry regulator to tackle a high level of unlawful conduct.
Look, they are important reforms. They're important reforms because the benefit is to the community, and I think we need to keep that in mind, because one of the major takeouts from the Hayden Royal Commission is that the community has been cheated.
The final report found that the nation's toughest construction union, the CFMEU, had engaged in conduct such as corrupt payments, physical and verbal violence and threats. That union would be squarely in the sights of a renewed ABCC.
Allegations of criminal misconduct are not a reason to build a vast new anti-union architecture of civil law.
The original ABCC was set up in 2005. It came out of another inquiry into the building industry, the 2001 Cole Royal Commission. That authority was dismantled by the Gillard Labor government in 2012. Its critics claimed its power to force witnesses to answer questions unfairly targeted workers.
The Australian Building and Construction Commission has overseen a decrease in lawlessness.
The Hayden Royal Commission also heard evidence of secret agreements and side deals between unions and employer groups. The government plans to tackle such behaviour through another bill to create a Registered Organisations Commission. Both pieces of legislation have to win over the Senate crossbench to succeed, and some, including Tasmanian Senator Jackie Lambie, are likely to be allowed to view a secret volume from the Hayden report to help them form their view.
So I think the government will still struggle with this because, I think the crossbench smells the politics of this and the fact that this is really a political program of the government rather than something that's about good public policy.
The federal government says it's committed to getting the legislation through both houses of parliament by the end of March. Helen Brown, ABC News.
And more on that with Eliza Borrello in our next hour. Now for more on the World Health Organization.